Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Welcome to Taco Tuesdays with my amazing co-hosts, David from Tarot by the Bay and Tarot Up the Seven Seas, and Gary from Twin Tarot. Yay! Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for doing this with me.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too. So I wanted to, as the notices just went out, so we should start seeing folks coming in. I'm just going to wait till a few more of them are here. Hello, Butterflies Are Free. Hello, Laura Hammond Davis. So I read earlier today that apparently Kamala is leading in 6 out of 7 swing states.
Nice.
That's what I said.
And if you, that's if you believe the polls.
Right.
She may be leading in 7 out of 7, and by a lot more than what the polls are actually indicating at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Because the same thing that kind of right underneath that headline was, that Trump was like 7 points ahead of her or whatnot. And I thought, in his dreams, he wishes.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you guys, thank you for being here. And you may notice that we, Gary and David are not live streaming to their channels. And we've decided to kind of do away with that because, YouTube and StreamYard are, their parents having a squabble and us readers are caught in the middle, right? We're the kids in the middle. So rather than, see anyone demonetized or get into trouble or whatever with the channels, it makes sense not to do the streaming. However, after the show is over, if the guys wanted to post it on their channels, by all means.
Okay.
Absolutely, by all means. So for those of you that are joining from David's channel and David and Gary's channel, thank you for being here. Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And then when you have a minute, I have the in the description of the video, I have the links to David's Tarot by the Bay, Tarot by the Seven Seas, and Gary's Twin Tarot with David. So make sure that you go over there and do the like, share, subscribe. And
we are 4 subscribers away from 10,000 on Twin Tarot with Gary and David. So let's get 4 tonight. If you give me 4 subscribers, you'll never have to subscribe again. It'll be all fixed. It'll be all done. You won't ever have to subscribe.
We'll never ask you again.
Somebody pointed out in my comments and on that PBS broadcast about the 33-minute mark. Trump is talking to the audience about his administration. And then he goes, in my first 4 years, I'm going to do this, and goes off on a tangent. And it's like, what do you mean your first 4 years?
Yeah.
You don't get to do this again after that. You act like there's going to be some election where you could be elected after that.
Well,
but,
go ahead.
So it's like, we're going to be a dictatorship in name or a democracy in name only, because first off, he doesn't get to run in 2028. And second of all, which means he's planning on running in 2028. And I assure you that the elections will be such that your vote won't matter much, because they'll vote for you. They know what you really want.
Yes. Yeah. Don't worry your pretty little head about that.
He floated that little thought bubble when he was in office the first time.
Yeah, the Congress was against me. I should get a do-over.
Yeah, exactly. He was saying that the Democrats in the House gave him such a tough time that he should be allowed an extra term, is what he said. It was I'm paraphrasing, but I remember thinking, oh my God, he's already testing the waters to see if that thought bubble will survive.
Yes, absolutely.
He does it all the time.
There's something else that I saw on TikTok, and I've not confirmed this, but just throwing it out there. I guess in Georgia they signed a law that allows you to take yourself off the voter rolls, and all you have to do it is go to this one website and put in your first initial, your last name, and your address.
Oh, no way.
And that's and there might be one more bit of information, but it's like you only need those things and you take yourself off the voter rolls. And the was pointed out that Zuckerberg on Facebook sells information like this all the time. So cheaters are gonna cheat.
Oh my God.
So this could be an urban legend. It's a TikTok video, so take it with a grain of salt.
Okay. So we got to do a little research on that.
I have to do some research on it, but just when we talk about check the voter rolls, make sure you're still registered to vote. If this thing is true, and they're not lying through their teeth on something like this, this would be a perfect example of dirty tricks trying to get people off of voter rolls in swing states.
Was that in Georgia?
Yeah.
I'm going to just do a quick Google search.
Wow.
So,
alrighty.
Check your voter registration, folks. Just make sure you're registered to vote.
Yes, and make sure that you do vote, even if you have to hold your nose to vote for someone who spoke out against Biden. Do it this time. You can always get them 2 years from now, right? You can always get them in the next by-elections and so on. So just vote. Make sure that you vote. So thank you for sharing that, Jason. Fred Trump Jr. Came out for Harris today, and that's Trump's nephew. There are a lot of people that are coming out for Harris. And I was reading earlier that she's leading in six out of 7 of the swing states. So that is good. All right, let me check into some of the questions, or some of the things that I thought that we could take a look at. Okay, so. Big news. Apparently, the director of the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, Paul Dans, exited the project, and he is apparently the Trump folks are trying to put quite a large distance between themselves and Project 2025. Like, I think it's $1 late, dollar short and a day late. But anyway, so this guy stepped down, and one of the things that they were saying was that that they have nearly 1,000-page handbook of not only sweeping changes, but also resumes on file that for folks who are loyal to Trump. So I guess my question with that would be, is it too late? Is Trump and Project 2025, are they, one and the same? Right? As far as voters are concerned? Yeah. Can they separate the two? I don't think so. Yeah,
it's funny because Trump voters don't care. MAGA voters don't care. As long as that Trump can say, I've never heard of it before, and they'll cheer him for that. and then he'll say, "Oh, I wrote the whole thing," and they'll cheer him for that. They don't care. They're really flexible that regard with the truth.
Very accommodating. Yeah.
The fact that Trump is trying to distance himself from it at least lets us know that whatever polling they're saying is that it's not popular, and now he's trying to get away from it. The problem is there's too much linking him to it, and how good a job is the media at getting that information out to the voters that it would matter to?
Yes. And there's I saw a quick TikTok today, and I cannot remember for the life of me the lady's name, but she was talking about how recent events have really mobilized the particularly senior voters who kind of went through the 60s and fought hard for some of the like Roe v. Wade and fought hard for some of the things that the rights that Americans enjoy. And now they're seeing the possibility of those being removed. And so now they're where before they might have, sat on the fence. Now they're being really motivated to move, which is fantastic. So very quickly, just before I forget, I just want to say hi to Amanda Carroll, Jason Smith, Laura Hammond Davis, and Amanda Carroll, send me an email. I need your email address. We've got Rose Blue, hello, Linda H, Pancakes, Maureen D'Amico, who else we've got in here? Water Lily, hello, Mary Hernandez Walker, Lisa DeHart, Jeannie Kavanaugh, Water Lily. Okay, I hope I haven't missed anyone, and if I did, please don't take it personal because it just goes in really quick. All righty. So is our Trump and Project 2025 basically a single unit in the minds of most voters? So if either of you has cards, just go ahead.
Let's see.
Hello, Martin.
Women voters, independent voters, are they liking 2025 with Trump? King of Swords. Hard decisions here. Lover's card. And the Empress. Haven't gotten to the link yet, but I think what I'm seeing here is voters are going to be really, really severe about the rights of women and pregnant women as far as that goes, and the rights and freedoms of other people, friends, family, people that they're allies with, if you will. I think this 2024 is going to be a election marked by people who are protecting other people, whether it's their rights or their friends' rights. In the past, we've got the decision that needs to be made. Current situation, it's 3.5 months to the election. People are gathering information. We haven't seen rioting in the streets yet, but it's like a calm before the storm as people are thinking about what they're going to be doing here. Overarching energy is the Knight of Pentacles. I think it's going to be the advertising. I'm assuming the Dems are going to really start blitzing political advertising, linking Project 2025, its idealisms, with Trump. And that's going to start waking people up to it. I don't think enough people are awake to Project 2025. Lesson to be learned with the 8 of Coins. Yeah, this is going to be an ongoing this has to be an ongoing project and priority with the Democrats. It's to link. You've got to link this to Trump and the people that worked for Trump, because Trump's going to say, I don't know these people. And then you need to show this person worked for Trump here. This guy worked for Trump. This guy worked for Trump. Don't know him. Don't know him. Don't know him. It's like, well, who does he know then if he doesn't know these people?
Yeah.
Driving home the message that if these guys get put into office, kiss goodbye your rights, kiss goodbye your freedoms, because this agenda is dark. Will it make an impression on people? It should, but you've got to get the message out. You can't count on a single source like the media, the corporate media, to get it out. The Democrats are going to have to run on this one, and I think they will.
Yes. Yeah. And be very, very hard hitting, right? The time for niceties, the time for, oh, come on, kumbaya, let's all get along. That's gone. That's gone. You got to play the game to some extent the way that the GOP does, which is hit them hard. Hit them hard, hit them fast.
And Kamala Harris has been doing that with her Kamala HQ, and there's another channel that she's on. She goes on TikTok and she just puts out like a little short 30-second TikTok talking about Project 2025, what it is, and why it's impacting young people, and why you should be informed about it and against it. It's little short infomercials that are free. It doesn't cost to be on TikTok.
Exactly. Well, you know what? I started off with the Six of Pentacles, and I am using the Neoteric Feminine Tarot because I felt that it deserved to come out tonight. Whenever I see the Six of Pentacles, I always think each according to his needs. So people are starting to kind of link a lot of things with kind of what's in it for me, the impact that it's going to have on them. And what are they looking at? Well, they're looking at the Hierophant. They're looking at the government, and they're saying, okay, is this really the kind of future that I want for my children, my grandchildren, so on and so forth? They're paying attention to the things that are going on. They're paying attention to the way that the laws affect them, and so on. Two of Pentacles, they are in making decisions. They're looking at the impact, and some of them are finally waking up. Are they all on board? No, not yet. There's still a lot of them that are very Ace of Cups. They're very emotional about what happened. Very emotional that Biden was kind of forced out. In retrospect, this was just a masterful move. And there's a part of me that really, truly wants to believe that this was a plan all along. So I really want to give into that fantasy. I also get the Queen of Cups, a lot of emotion, and the Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters. And I think that there's people realize what's involved, or are starting to realize what's involved in Project 2025, and the world that kind of Trump is offering you, and they're saying no, that's not the world that I want to live in. So he's wedded to it. Yeah, absolutely wedded to it. What'd you get, Gary?
I'm going to do a little four-carder. I was going to ask the question, will non-MAGA Republicans, so maybe the folks that are a little more moderate, like, of course, that's kind of relative term because there's all sorts of shades of right of center, left of MAGA. But will non-MAGA Republicans and independents look at Project 2025 in a negative light where they would actually vote against a Republican candidate who supports it? I'm just going to go four Carter.
Absolutely.
Foundation, 10 of Pentacles, things of value, things of wealth. It's kind of the culmination of a whole bunch of your lifetime experience and what you value and what you've brought to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting, the Three of Wands, waiting for your ship to come in, seeing what's coming in the future. You got your Four of Cups, not liking the choice, not liking the options that you've got in front of you. They may be looking at the candidates, looking at Trump, and they're looking at Kennedy, and they're looking at Harris, and not liking what's going on. Or it could just be, and here comes Project 2025. Will that make it better for you?
Yeah.
And then you got the strength card. You know, do they have the strength and the moral character to say, you know what, I don't like this option. I can see where this is heading in the future, and do they have the strength to vote for what's best for the country versus what's best for your party? Underneath it all, you got the Four of Pentacles. To me, I always read this card as Trump. Trump, you know, it's the Daffy Duck, gold, 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 mine,
Yes.
mine, mine. I'm a happy miser. You know, Trump keeping everything for himself. This is, you know, Project 2025.
Yeah.
Trump doesn't necessarily believe in Project 2025, but he does believe that this is something that will give him things of value, the votes, to get back into political power and keep himself out of jail.
Yeah.
It really comes down to the strength card. Do the independents and do the left of MAGA Republicans think that Project 2025 is not a good idea? And is this how they want their legacy to be remembered? So I don't know if it tells me, but that's what they're thinking about before they make whatever decision they're going to make.
Yeah, I think so.
You want to throw your thoughts on that, David?
I was waiting for you to say the word legacy, and you worked it right in the end.
Okay.
It's
Yes.
the legacy. You know, what do you want your legacy to be? Are you going to just sit there and let them hand you Project 2025 and just take it because you wear a red because you're a Republican and that's what the Republican Party wants? Or are you going to stand up and say, you know what? I'm not supposed to do what the party tells me. The party's supposed to do what I want. The roles got reversed in there.
Yeah, that's really the distinction, that someone who understands how the Constitution works and understands how a representative democracy works versus someone who just wants to follow orders.
It's easy. It's easier to be told what to do and just be a good soldier and fall in line.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Yeah. And when you do that, if you don't think for yourself, when you do that, there's always somebody you can blame. Well, it wasn't, you know, I didn't know. I just followed.
I was just following orders.
Yes. Yeah. No.
That didn't work too well in Nuremberg.
No, absolutely. So now apparently, or who was it now? Someone mentioned Janie T. Yeah. How are Black men feeling about the election? Yeah. Okay. We can take a look at that. How are Black men feeling about the election? I know that there was a Zoom call, white dudes for Harris, and I mean that I was watching a little snippet of it, and they had well over I think $1.5 million within a very short amount of time. Yeah.
It's just hilarious. I imagine most of them look like Gary and myself. They're out there at Cars and Coffee with their Corvettes.
Yes.
They're wearing their shorts.
Or their Miatas.
Yeah.
Now, Rose, I did have a question for Rose Blue, and that's: do you prefer your men strong and handsome, or do you prefer your men handsome and strong?
Are you throwing Popeye references out there?
She started it. She said, "Get out to spinach. I've had all I can stands. I can't stands no more."
Oh my God, we're throwing Popeye references in this. Oh my goodness. It's funny because I knew exactly what I knew what the reference was, just I couldn't believe.
Yes. Oh, oh, they are absolutely on board. And I'll tell you why. Three of Cups. They are celebrating. There is, and it's not just Black men. Men in general, a good portion of them, but Black men in particular, are very protective of their wives, their mothers. You can say a lot of things about them, but
don't say anything bad about their mother. Great way to get yourself
you
killed.
go after mama, we're going to have trouble, right? So yes, they are celebrating this because it's a way for them to support the wives, to support the ladies, right? They are very much 10 of Cups. They're very much invested in that, and they want to see their women succeed. They really do. And okay, I get the King of Pentacles. They're going to be putting a lot of their weight behind it, and they want an end to the way that things are going. They want their women to have choice, and they're going to stand up to anyone who tries to tell them what to do, especially on, given the history. Yeah, this is just one step too far, and ultimately they're looking for justice. They want things to be fair, right? Don't tell me what to do. Just if I'm going to make a stupid decision, let me make a stupid decision, but let it be my decision. Right? So I think that they're very supportive of it. I think that they're on board. What do you guys get?
Just do a quick little 4-carder here on this one. The Devil card. Got Judgment with Major Arcana here. Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Okay, 7 of Coins. You reap what you sow. Now, here's the thing. With Donald Trump, they know what they're going to get because they had 4 years of Trump. But not only that, when you think about the back in the day, you had those Black youths that were accused of raping or killing a woman in
Central Park 5. Yeah,
the Central Park 5. And Trump went after them and wanted them executed. And then when they were exonerated, he still wanted them executed.
Yes.
So, it's like Trump's a racist, and they know he's a racist. There's all this evidence out there that he's a racist. I'm still waiting for somebody to drop a big dollar bill in the pocket of the guy at NBC who has the tapes of Trump dropping N-bombs and being racist as he normally would be. The rumors are out there. There's so much hype around this, or so much talk about this, that it's there. But I think in the end of the day, they know who Trump is, and this is a big opportunity to bring in somebody else who can maybe make things more fair. Now, they might be a little bit worried about Kamala Harris being a former DA and stuff along those lines, but the laws themselves are racist. I was, again, watching a little podcast on slave labor and slavery in the 1800s, and then once slavery was abolished, slave labor was now one of the exceptions. I think like the 13th Amendment or something like that was you couldn't have slaves except for those who are incarcerated.
Yes.
And so now you can have a slave population as long as they're prisoners, and then watching the laws evolve so that poor people, and especially poor minorities, are in a position where they're much more likely to be incarcerated as felons and can still be used as slave labor. It's just something that's perpetuated over the last 170 years or so, and it's evolved. So I do think there's some trust issues that are on there, but if they were out and they were able to vote for Obama back in 2008 and 2012, they should be out there supporting Harris in 2024, and give her a chance to put the ship in the right direction.
Exactly. And she is appealing to all kinds of people and all kinds of levels. So absolutely. What'd you get, Gary?
I do a little four-carder too. I want to see, will black male voters get past Kamala Harris's career as a district attorney? Because if they can't get past that, they're going to vote for Trump. So can they accept it, and can they get past it? And it also depends on her VP, because some of the VP runners are also attorney generals. So,
yes,
this is, talk about being the man. So can they get past, can black voters get past Kamala Harris's former occupation as attorney general?
Yeah.
Okay. The signifier is the Four of Swords. It's contemplation, sitting back and thinking about it.
Yep.
The priority card, celebration. Women are celebrating her. I'm not a woman. I'm not celebrating her. I'm thinking about it. Ten of Swords. They, as Dave was alluding to, that the justice system has not been, let me rephrase it. In their mind, the justice system has not been treating them fairly. Whether it truly has been treating them fairly or not, I can't tell you, because I get it. My life experience is different than theirs. But in their minds, this needs to come to an end, because it hasn't been going the way it should have been going. Justice is not being served, and it needs to end. The Eight of Swords. Oh my God. So it's like, I just don't know what the right path is on this. What's the right way out? As Dave said, Trump's been very upfront on who he is. We don't know how Kamala Harris is as a leader, and I do know about her past, but I just don't know if I've got a great choice in front of me right now, unless they take off that blindfold. Underlying it all, the Seven of Wands, it's that battle. They're going to have to come to the decision themselves. They need to think about it. They need to look at the two candidates and decide which is the one that's going to defend me, which is the one that's going to best represent what I value. I honestly don't think I can say one way or the other. Dave, did you want to throw an opinion on this?
To me, it's choices that they're going to just have to make. I was going to throw out there that finding more and more, the Three of Cups for me represents Kamala Harris. Okay. When I've done readings on her, that card comes up more than anything else. It's like welcoming in the Age of Aquarius.
Not the King of Swords or Queen of Swords.
No, it really isn't. It's really the Three of Cups more than anything else, because I think she's like a metaphor for what's coming. And you're trying to put an end, the Ten of Swords, putting an end to this current situation. You don't have to be a victim. You could celebrate. You can vote for Kamala and celebrate it, and she'll fight for you. She'll fight for your rights, and it would certainly help if she gets that messaging out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
But again, when you find out more and stuff about Project 2025, it's not a real strong leap from the Muslim ban and the wall being built and more women's rights being taken away before they set their target on you, because hell, you've got generations of people that have been targeted for one way, shape, or form. What makes you think the black man's going to get off easy on this one?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be a white man's world again, or even more of a white man's world.
So it's really going to come down to messaging. Kamala Harris getting the message out and getting these voters to say, you know what, she is the better alternative.
And we may never hear that messaging because we're not in the area where that target messaging would happen. If we lived in Detroit, Michigan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or Baltimore, Maryland, where you've got large Black populations in areas that can make a difference in the election, I bet you're going to hear a lot of advertising about what's going on there. We may never hear it. We just may never hear it.
And interestingly, there was a trans person who had gone through law school with J.D. Vance, and they had built up a friendship. And this person, and I think her name is Sonia Norton, but don't quote me on that. He released a lot of the email communication between J.D. Vance and herself. And her message was, the J.D. Vance that I knew from back then is not the J.D. Vance that you're all seeing now. Like this is, he's kind of doing it for hype. And one of the things that I thought that we could take a look at, and hold on, let me just find it here on my thing.
Well, J.D. Vance is certainly an opportunist. He's going to go where the wind's blowing him, right? If he sees the political winds to go in his advantage, trashing on Trump, he'll do that. If he sees it the other way, he's going to go the other way, and he has definitely gone the other way.
Yeah, absolutely. And hold on now, just a second. Text. Oh, please. I thought that I had it. I even thought that I had it highlighted just so that I could find it easy. But in any case, the email that one of the emails that she shared in particular was J.D. Vance complaining about the treatment of Black people, and how, there was some event that he was really annoyed about, and saying, this isn't fair, that, this is how African Americans are being treated, and, I don't have any faith in the police, and I don't know what a Black person would go through. And he was very, very anti law enforcement, but now he's totally for law enforcement and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, he's everything that he was against before, now he has absolutely embraced and whatnot. And both Arwen and Artist Liz kind of have the same question. So I'm actually going to put it up. I think that's a good one. Do you guys think it's just a coincidence that there was an escalation of the Mideast war right after Netanyahu visited Trump? Putin controls both sides of that war. So can we take a look at that? And was it just a coincidence, or was it not only staged, but it kind of takes some of the pressure off of Trump, right? Don't talk about me. Look, squirrel, look over there.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's certainly what's going on in the news cycle in the United States right now. Kamala Harris.
Yes.
So how do you take away from the news cycle in there as you do stuff? There was some speculation about, is this like the Jimmy Carter hostages moment where Netanyahu makes a bunch of noise over there, and if Trump gets elected, then everything settles down and Trump brings peace to the Middle East kind of BS. That's another potential thing that's going on there. But is it a coincidence? I would say no. But throw real quick on this one.
Yeah.
No, it's planned. It's something that it's a scheme that they're hatching. Part of it might be there's pressure coming from the bite. Basically, I think Israel is trying to get stuff done before wintertime.
Yeah.
Because I think they know come wintertime, there's going to be a ceasefire. There's going to be so much international pressure to prevent famine and these people freezing to death outside that they've got to get the big push now. Ace of Cups, it's the passion. It's what they want to do. He's promised that. He's gone forward. He's told people he was going to do this. You're at a crossroads. You have a decision to make. He's looking towards the future. God, all these young cards, all these immature cards here. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. It's a small gift to Trump. It might be presented as a gift to Trump from the timing. I think it's more to the point Netanyahu's doing it because there's a timer. It's like this is almost like a sporting event that's you're in the fourth quarter and the time's winding down on the clock. So they're going to the hurry up offense. And let's just blow up as much stuff as we can because we know on December 15th we've got to stop.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you remember, Dave, professional wrestling, you put an illegal move and you have to the count of 3 to stop doing it.
Oh, yeah.
You do as much of it as you can before you get to the count of 3, It's at the count of 3, Mom comes after us with the wooden spoon, so we can keep fighting till 2.
2.5.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, I agree with you, David. I don't think that this was any kind of a coincidence. I start off with the 7 of Cups, the illusion delusion. This is, squirrel. Don't look over here. Look over there. Pay attention to what's going on. Page of Swords. Get in there and do whatever you have to. Right, draw attention to yourself. It's discussions. It's intellect, and what the reasoning is. I think you're right that the reasoning is that we don't have a whole lot of time. And it's followed up by the 8 of Wands, something coming in quickly. So they know that time is not on their side, and 8 of Cups, they're going to have to walk away. So I think this was just it wasn't so much to help Trump, although that was maybe one of the little side benefits.
Trump doesn't even know that.
It was just He's doing it. Netanyahu is doing it because he knows his days are numbered, and the idea of the dropping bombs in oh my gosh, where was it now? In
Gaza?
Was it in Beirut? Where was it that he just dropped some bombs and said that they had killed one of the major leaders of Hamas and whatnot? And
you're talking that town in the south. I haven't been reading on it. Okay, hang on. Yeah.
Somebody will tell us.
Rafah? Is that so right?
No, not Raqqa. It oh my goodness. Hold on just a second. Here we go. Let's go up and see where we have Netanyahu. Okay. Israeli occupied Golan Heights. Yes. Yeah.
Was it Lebanon that rocket? Rockets launched from like Lebanon or something like that.
It was a targeted strike in southern Beirut, which was aimed at Hezbollah commander responsible for Saturday's Majas Sham attack and blah, 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 blah. No, a senior Lebanese government official came out and said, no, Shakur survived the attack. So, he's still alive and well. So, yeah, this wasn't something that I think Netanyahu knows that his days are numbered. I think most people understand that Israel has a right to defend itself, but there's a difference between defending yourself, and absolutely going batshit crazy on the people. Mm-hmm. You defend yourself. You can answer the act that was done against you, but this is overboard. This is like overkill, and he's just not being very nice about it.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. And let me just get rid of that. Now, apparently, Kamala has. Whoops. Where are we? There I am. Okay.
What did you hit?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was like, oh, where did everybody go? Okay, so Kamala Harris had put out some messaging that was really sort of hard hitting, and I really, really liked it. Let me see if I find it here. Oh yeah, when we were talking before about what's his name, J.D. Vance. Yeah, he was saying that our police are heroes and so on and so forth, and yet that's not what he said to his friend in an email. It was, "I hate the police. Given the number of negative experiences I've had in the past few years, I can't imagine what a black guy goes through." Imagine. Okay. I'm going to need to be a little better organized. I thought that I could do this by just having it on my computer rather than how I normally do it, which is print it out.
Let's hit the alt tabs and go looking for the articles. Yeah.
What? Come on. Okay. Kamala's hard-hitting
talking
ads that are coming out, where the most recent one, I think she said, she would put up her immigration record up against Trump's anytime, that she is going to continue to go after Trump in terms of legal issues and so on. But yeah, her stance on the border is, she's been very firm, very clear about it. And I think one of the ads said something about, Trump had 4 years. What'd you do? Where's the wall? What happened? So are her hard-hitting ads, are they going to work for her? Are they going to work for her? Yeah.
Okay. Let's jump in here. Again, a little four-carder for this one, I think. The World card, bringing the message home. Come on. He promised you the sun, the moon, and the stars. Did he deliver?
Yeah.
I'll deliver. Wake up. You've been played. I think they will, because, in the end of the day, she's going to say, hey, he promised you everything. What did he actually? He hasn't really delivered on anything. And, she could also ask, were you better? Normally you would ask, it's the economy, stupid. No, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? That type of thing. Yeah. But she's coming forward with a point. And she's going to point out that he promised you all this stuff. He was going to build a wall and Mexico was going to pay for And Mexico, not only did the wall not get built, Mexico said they weren't going to pay for it if you built it. And then maybe bring up the fact that Steve Bannon and a couple other guys said that they were going to build the wall for you. Just give them money. And then they embezzled the money from you. It's like, how many lies are you going to hear from these guys before you wake up and realize that they're full of crap? They've never delivered on what they said they're going to deliver, and you're always left holding the bag. How many times do you need to go through this before you learn your lesson? And it just takes somebody just spelling it out as matter of fact like that, and you let them come to the decision.
Yes.
But you got to point it out.
Absolutely. Okay. Again, I shuffled. I get the Seven of Cups, the illusion delusion. Yes, you've been sold a bill of goods. Let me tell you the once upon a time, I'm going to tell you the story of how we got to here and what Trump did. Here he is, the emperor. He promised you an awful lot of stuff. He said that he was going to do an awful lot of stuff. Get the Page of Cups. Just, yeah, whatever you need to hear, honey. Yeah, I'm there for you. I'm absolutely there for you. What did he do? The Seven of Swords. He stole from you. So, yeah, you can continue to go down this road, and yeah, ultimately you're going to end up with the Nine of Swords. It's going to bring you a lot of worry. I think that she is going to be able to present present his past and show what has he done. He talks a lot. He talks for hours and he says nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What has he done? Yeah, like infrastructure week. Oh yeah, we'll have something for you in 2 weeks. Yeah. Exactly.
Still waiting for that better healthcare policy he was going to give us.
That's coming next.
Yeah, it's coming. Just working on it. As soon as the audit is over, yeah, I'll be releasing the healthcare plan. What does it have to do with an audit? It just trust me.
As much as his taxes did, yes.
Yeah.
I want to see. I'm going to throw forward to see, is she going to be successful with it?
Yes.
Will this actually finally resonate? Will Kamala Harris's message on the border finally resonate with people who are either undecided or are questioning Trump? Signifier is
those darn immigrants crossing the Rio Grande.
Six of Swords, yes. A bunch of, it depends. Are they a migrant horde, or are they asylum seekers, right? Trying to come to safety, getting out of troubled waters.
Yeah.
The Death card, bringing an end to it. Finally, just putting this thing away and having a new beginning. You've got the Ten of Pentacles about your legacy and things of value and money. And then the Ace of Wands, that strong messaging.
Mm-hmm.
And underneath it all, we all pulled the Tower card, didn't we? Oh, no, you didn't pull the Tower. You had the cups. So
yes,
the foundation is, so underlying this, Trump has been saying that all these migrants are coming across. They're all dangerous. Harris's message is her policies are better. And her policies are going to take us away from these troubled waters to smoother waters. It's going to put an end to Trump's messaging of fear.
Yep.
It's the legacy. The message is going to go out strong and firm. That we're going to start as a country. Remember our legacy. Bring us, you're tired, you're hungry, you're poor. And that Trump's whole argument was just baseless. The foundation of it was just simply not true. So I don't know. I think the message is going to land, and it's going to change people's minds.
Yep.
It won't change Trump's mind.
No. No.
But he only gets one vote.
Yeah, exactly. And let's not forget that, Kamala is going to be reminding everyone that, the GOP and the Democrats came up with a border deal that fearless leader said no to.
Yep.
That he said, no, not going to do it. Well, is he for safer borders? Is he against safer borders? Like you can't narrow him down. He doesn't like electric vehicles. They're awful. They're whatever until he starts to get a few dollars from Elon Musk, and then it's like, oh my God, they're fantastic. Everyone needs to get one, right? It's whoever's got the money is whoever has his attention. So I think people are starting to really see that.
And Marina, I think you hit what that Ace of Wands was about, which was we had this, bipartisan border protection package. And when they had the first debate, Biden was just starting to touch on it. And then he hit a tangent and he stepped away from it. And Harris won't step away from it. She'll point it out with, ferocity. We had this in place. We gave you everything the Republican Party said they needed to secure this border, and then they rejected it because you told them to.
Yeah.
And I think that may be the final death. What that death card is that, you know what? We're putting an end to this nonsense that only you can fix it. We had something to fix it. You didn't want it fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, because it would have given Joe Biden a win. We can't have him have a win before the election.
And when you look at the debate, he had two talking points. And that was one of them, was he kept, ask him a question. Okay, that's great. You asked me a question, but I want to talk about the border. So, I mean, that was all he had.
Yeah. Yeah, he really doesn't have a whole lot, kind of besides that. He really, really doesn't. Poor guy. You know what? I think he's going to get hit by the reality stick. And pretty soon, like you could see that the dominoes are starting to fall. And and Kamala she can string together more than 5 words and they make sense. Right?
Go on. We don't expect that from a presidential candidate.
No, yeah. Anyway, so, you guys, we're at 57 minutes. I think that I probably do have a couple more questions, but it's just, it's feeling like, I don't want to have everyone just kind of sitting there while I'm in the background scrolling. Plan better next time. And I usually do. I print it out so I have it in front of me. And, when you find something that works, leave it alone.
Stick with it.
Right? You don't know until you tried something different, saved a couple of toner plants and some trees, and it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work. How do you think now her husband's his ex-wife is speaking very positively about Kamala, and she has come out in defense of her, and her stepkids have come out in defense of her. Is this going to put her in kind of a higher light with those people who think that, well, you can't, you're a woman, but you've never had a child. And I do not want to tell you some of the horrific things that I have heard and read about why she doesn't have children, because they're so disgusting.
Yeah. The misogyny is real and rampant.
Yeah, absolutely. So
my wife is a childless cat lady.
She is.
Yeah.
And it was I don't want to say childless by choice. She didn't have a male partner that she was comfortable with having children with because she didn't feel like they would be there to help her through that process.
Exactly.
So she'd rather not have kids than have kids with somebody who she couldn't trust to do the job with her.
Exactly.
Principle.
Yeah. That's what happens when women make decisions about their bodies for themselves. Yeah. Okay. So is what's his last name? And
Kamala's husband?
yeah, Emma.
Emma or something like that, right?
Yeah, Emma or something. Yeah. Okay.
I feel so bad.
Yeah. Well,
Kamala's husband.
Yeah, Kamala's husband. You know what? I think this is going to go over well with a lot of people. I start off with the lovers. This is it's teamwork. And Hoff. Thank you, Sherry and Hoff.
Yes.
Yeah, they work together as a 3-parent cohesive unit. So this is good agreement. She is the Queen of Cups. She's very nurturing, very supportive, very there. No tension in the family. I think she's going to come across to people as being very fair and being very, very loving and nurturing. And I think with the 8 of Cups, the kind of walking away, I don't think that that's people walking away from her as much as it is people walking away from listening to what the other side is saying. Yeah. You got 10,000.
Yeah, we just hit it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Perfect.
We can now retire the channel.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now we can end the show. Yeah, and I'm sitting at just a titch above 3,200. So come on, guys, you can share a little love with me too.
A little nudge.
A little nudge. Yeah. Or maybe I should be like, what's his name on Midas Touch? It says, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and help us. Yeah, help me reach that 2 million mark.
Exactly.
The 3 million mark.
That's so close.
And then you get like Brian Tyler Cohen is just right close to 3 million. You can help get right there too. I see women just evaluating what she's saying. It means something to a woman when somebody's ex-wife is going to go to bat for his current wife. Same thing with the stepkids, because the stepkids are stuck. They don't get a say in the matter. But if the stepkids can say good things about her, who the hell are you to say bad things about her? Exactly. What do you know? You don't know squat. You're not part. You don't know what that family's like and what has to be done with it. Yeah, no, I think Kamala's husband's first wife has done Kamala and her husband a service by defending them, because it really shuts down that talking point. Because like, who's a better expert than, who's got more right to be upset, angry, bitter, and say the nastiest things about her than the ex-wife? Good Lord. And if she can't do it, go find a new talking point. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Yeah, absolutely. What'd you get, Gary?
All right, let's see.
Oh, he didn't get anything.
I was shuffling, so I was muted.
Let's
see. So just
and Gary, several episodes ago, somebody took me to task. Stop shuffling when Marina's talking.
Yes, they told me
talking.
Mute your microphone if someone's talking. So I've got the magician, manifesting, creating. Certainly, the ex-wife is now creating a different narrative than what the Republicans would have wanted.
Yes.
Underneath it is the 9 of Swords. The reason why she's creating it is because she's trying to avoid creating this nightmare situation that she could cause. As Dave mentioned, an ex-wife, woman hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And if it's a woman scorned because her husband dumped her for another woman, that's like a whole nother level of fury, right?
You think?
Yeah. She wanted to make sure that the Republicans weren't going to make up stuff and steal this opportunity away from her husband and his wife. She needed to be balanced because you've got to be protective of the privacy of your family. You go out there into the public and all of a sudden you're a target. It's just like when Barron Trump, they were trying to get him to be a delegate. All of a sudden everyone's sharpening up their talons on old Barron there. So it's one of those things you want to keep yourself and the kids out of the spotlight if you can. And then underneath it all, the King of Wands, going out there and getting the message out, making sure that there's actions being taken, decisions are being made, and they're the right decisions. And she was just being fierce about it.
Perfect. Love that. Yeah. You're a good person when the ex-wife speaks well of you. The ex-husband speaks well of you. Yeah. So, all righty. Oh, you guys, thank you so much for doing this with me. I think that I'm half considering getting us T-shirts that say Taco Tuesdays.
Oh my gosh.
I think that would be so much fun, and yeah, I'm considering it. So
put out there as merch.
Yeah, well, yeah, could do that too,
and then we can all wear it.
Yes,
get your 3,200 subscribers. Subscribe and then get a T-shirt. We all wear our T-shirts on every other Tuesday.
Every other Tuesday, exactly. So. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the people who joined us in the chat that I didn't have a chance to say hello to individually. Please know that I know you're here, and I absolutely value your support. I love your support. And don't forget to go over to David and Gary's channels and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And for every subscribe that you give to them, give me 2. Set up different accounts. It'll be fun, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, think of it as a challenge.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So thank you guys. We'll see you in a couple weeks where I will be a little more organized. And thank you all for joining us in the chat. Have a super fantastic rest of your evening. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.